Lucy Bell Sellers. In November, Lucy Bell Sellers sent an email to the College of the Atlantic community saying that her 23-year run of directing the theater workshop at College of the Atlantic was at an end. We should not have been shocked. We should have let her go with all our good blessings. After all she has done for us, we should have thanked her and let her gracefully cold curtain. I guess that's a term of art. Instead, there was much crying and gnashing of teeth. For how do you replace a person like Lucy Bell? You don't, and you can't. As You Like It, Antigone, Twelfth Night, The Crucible, Iolanthe, Hamlet, Winter's Tale, A Man for All Seasons, You Can't Take It With You, Godspell, Much Ado About Nothing, the list goes on. Lucy Bell took anyone who showed up at the stage door, and as one 1995 graduate said, inspired students with her love and passion rather than shouting or demanding. She cared so much you just couldn't let her down. Not only did Lucy Bell add a lot to the faculty and COA curriculum, but she and her brother and sister-in-law, Bill and Louisa Newland, made it possible for the American Shakespeare Center to visit COA for many years. Thus, we were able to offer state-of-the-art, innovative performances of The Bard, which enlivened and enriched the entire community. Besides teaching at COA, she was the drama teacher of Germantown Friends School for over a dozen years, and actually I think this is a mistake because I know that she's been doing a lot since then. Began and conducted volunteer drama projects for various Philadelphia institutions for people with mental health problems, and Priestley House and Stapley Hall, which serves an elder population. She recently wrote, directed, and starred in a one-woman play, Out of Africa, based on, I guess it has a different name, but it was based on Out of Africa, Karen von Blixen's years after leaving Kenya, or Kenya, as some say. Lucy Bell herself lived in and taught at the Kangaroo School in Embu, Kenya, from 1961 and 62. Lucy Bell graduated with a BA, a magna cum laude from Radcliffe. We are happy to confer upon her Master's of Philosophy, but before the conference, I have a little personal note. I always like to say something personal. When the faculty and the students brought forth Lucy Bell's name, I happened to be in this position as board chair. And I must confess to you now, for those who don't know it, Lucy Bell, as Peter always likes to say, is my sister's husband's sister. Actually, it sounds better when Peter says it because it's sister's husband, and then we can go on from there. And so when her name came up, I really didn't want to get into it because I didn't want to lead a nepotistic regime. But I looked at my shoes, and there was not a word of discussion. Everybody said, hooray! So that's what I say, hooray to Lucy Bell.
I first visited COA in the early 80s, and I just loved it, And then I got to know it better over the next years, and I kept on loving it. I mean, how could you not love a place that has a commencement like this? So you can imagine how lucky I've felt over the past years to be able to teach here. Just lucky. I've loved it. And you can imagine how honored I feel to have a Relio Trulio COA diploma and to become one of you. So, thank you, COA.